You are welcome to I Can Make It. I'm excited coming to the studio to share thoughts with you today on I Can Make It. You know, it's good to understand so many things in life, and when you understand, you live with that understanding so that you don't stand under. So understanding simply means you are standing under something. And if you don't understand, you are standing on nothing. So it's like a vanishing wall. There is no place, no foundation. And if there's no foundation, there is no bearing. And if there is no bearing, he can't stand. It will just be flushed away. You are welcome to I Can Make It. Hello, Callistus. I'm so excited coming all the way every time we're coming to share thoughts with you, and we become a family. And if you are there, I want you to know that you can make it. I want to say this to us. You know, sometimes we are so concerned. A lot of people, as long as you are in this life, a lot of people will be concerned with your business. And whether you like it or not, people will gossip you. So don't be conscious of what they are saying about me, what they are not saying about me. In fact, even when you die, they don't bury you on time, they're going to say something about you. So I talk less of when you are alive. So I wrote something down here. Sometimes minding your own business does not keep people out of your own business. You mind your own business, yet it does not keep people away out of your own business. Now what do? So don't expect them not to gossip you. All you need to do, mind your business. Stay on course. Stay on focus. Stay and begin to go where you are going. And if you go that way, because you are on a journey to success, you will arrive. One of the things I always like about human beings, they are very fast to change their mind. They change their mind very fast. They change their
very
mind
fast.
Very
and that's,
fast.
Just like you say, that's because they think that other people's minding, their own business is supposed to be a barrier, but it's not. It's supposed to be a barrier. Look, whether you like it or not, people will always talk about you. In fact, let me tell you one secret. If people don't talk about you, check that business. Maybe it's not doing so well. Yes, maybe it's not progressing. But as long as you are progressing, as long as you are entering into more, look, let me tell you, even the air can be a resistance to you. But you have to push. You have to push. You have to push. You have to push. So welcome again. And we have come here to push you today again, as we always say that you can make it. All right? All right. So we will continue from where we left off last time. We had said, talking about the laws of life, we ended with the last episode, we ended with the law of accumulation. All right? And then we said that law was supposed to be that wealth and riches build up over time. All right, it is a small sacrifice and effort that leads to the accumulation of what? Of wealth. All right, so today I want to start off from what connects the previous law. There's a law that connects with this law of what? Accumulation. So you want the law of accumulation to work for you? Listen to this law. This law says is the law of time perspective. And what is this law saying? This law is saying that the successful individuals always think about what? Long term. So you want to accumulate from the previous law we talked about, then you must be thinking what? Long term, not short term. If you think short term, the business might close up. If you think short term, you may just get disappointed. All right? But if you think long term, it means that, they say for every ocean that you see, it starts with what? With a drop of water. All right. So if you are thinking long term and you start from small, whatever thing you see will not discourage you, because your destiny is what? Is long term. All right. So if you think long term, you will be encouraged. All right. You will tell yourself, even if I fail now, I know that by the time I get to where I'm getting to, I would have progressed. By the time I get to where I'm going to, I would have learned more. I would have learned a lot of things. All right. So this law is simply saying that if you want to accumulate wealth, stop thinking what? Short term. All right? Stop thinking of what? Short term. We said last time that what makes the rich man rich is because he needs to reach people. Short-term goal will not let you reach people. No. Yeah, for example, your salary. We're not saying you shouldn't work to get salary, to earn salary. Yes, it's okay to work to earn salary. All right? But we're saying that if you do that, you may not have enough to reach people. But if you begin to think of how to accumulate wealth, if you begin to think of how to apply this law of what? Of accumulation, and you are thinking long term. Okay, so if I put this money into this investment, remember we had talked about how you can go to a place that looks bushy, that looks like this place nothing. That means it's just rubbish. And then you put your small investment there, and we said over time, in 10 years, if you go back and sell that land, or if you go back and develop that land, the value would have exposure. Yes, the increase will be in terms of what? Exponents. All right. So that's what we're saying here. That please think long term. Even your family, whatever you do. All right. You want to get married. My brother here is an expert in marriage matter. He will tell you too. If you are thinking short term, I want to marry this girl because she's beautiful. Her eyes are. She has soft skin. She has hey, what about 10 years after now? Would that skin still be there?
Oh, that's a serious matter.
That's a serious matter. But if you are thinking long term, her character, okay, as we build, if she has good managerial skills, if you are looking at all these things, you see, you are building what? You are building long term. You are building what? Long term marriage. You are building long term investments. You are building what? Long term what? Legacies. Okay? Even in your family, you can think of how many children you want to have, and you can begin to plan for them long term. Plan for them long term. Plan for them long term. I'm so excited. Each time you tell me you are planning this for one of your sons, you are planning this for the other girl, you are planning this for the other girl. I'm saying, wow, this is good. This is long term. Because eventually, in 5, 6, 7 years from now, these plans you are talking about, they will begin to bring rewards.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's not to you, it's for them, and they will give you rest.
And the funny thing is for you.
Eventually, because if you don't rest,
you can't rest.
you can't rest.
Sometimes you begin to ask, when will you rest in this life?
Yes.
Well, you can only rest when you die. That is why when people die, they write rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
That's why they write rest in peace. That's the only place of rest. Death. As long as you are in this life, there is a saying that is of Job that says, to a man that is born of a woman, all the days of his life is full of trouble. If you don't look for, somebody will look for your own. And if you don't have, they will borrow you. The truth of it is all about trouble. You are driving on the all of a sudden nobody hits you behind. You didn't look for trouble, somebody trouble you.
For your own.
So it's very important that we plan long term.
Long term.
He just brought in the family aspect of it. It's very important. So many marriages today, you don't plan long term. If you don't plan long term, you won't last long. Because according to your plan, that's just according to your provision.
Yes, sir.
That's your provision.
Yes,
your plan is your provision. Your provision is your
It's
plan. So if you plan long term, what do? You need to begin to think. 10 years from now, I'm serving right now.
Yes.
I'm working right now. I am earning so and so amount right now.
That's right.
Because the reason why we talk about accumulation, the ability to withhold and stay within your budget.
Delay gratification. We keep mentioning that.
Delay.
Yes.
Now, if you don't plan long term, you can never have peace. I'll give you a clear example because we are talking about this law here. This is this law that stated that successful individual think long term.
Long term.
He always think, even in relationship. Don't just think a relationship without a long term having in that relationship.
Yes.
Because at the long run, that thing your investment will pay off.
Yes.
Your time is an investment.
Yes, sir.
Life is investment. Friendship is an investment.
Yes.
Even in this program, the time we are using is an investment. It costs a lot to come. It costs a lot to sustain. It costs a lot to go.
Yes.
It's all about time. What you might not be able to reap everything that you have sown now, but your descendants will reap
eventually, long term. Yes.
So
it becomes generational. Yes.
It's very important for us to think generation. Even when God blesses a man, God does not just bless a man. He thinks about his
generations. Yes.
He thinks about generation. Why?
Yes.
Because God is thinking long term.
Long term.
Your seed is from you. So your seed is you.
Yes.
So your seed is you.
Yes.
So even in a relationship, when we link that to relationship and individual, you plan long term.
Yes.
So when it comes to your business, you are being paid so and so amount today. You don't eat everything. You think about, okay, these children now, where are they right now? How much can I withhold? And how do I do this one? What is the turnover? If you don't think long term, you are going to have a lot of issues along this journey of life.
In fact, you will have long-term
A
challenges.
long-term, yes, lifetime challenge.
Lifetime challenges.
Lifetime challenge, because you will just be only you. You will be under tribute every day, under tribulation from one to another one. So parents or husband and wife that think long term. A man, and that is why when you come to the issue, you must learn to carry your partner along. You know, these are the areas that people have problems.
Yes, sir.
If you really want to sustain whether your marriage or business, you must be able to carry people along. When people don't understand where you are going, they don't want to go with you.
So you must share your vision.
Yeah, you share your vision. The Bible says, write the vision down, make it plain, so that
anybody who sees it will run. There will be speed. Yes.
If you don't have understanding, like I said, you will not stand well. You will just stand
on nothing.
On nothing. And to stand on nothing means nothing.
Means, yeah.
You just be a vanishing word. You say it, you can't catch it, you can't hold it. Wow. You just be running to and fro like the devil. That's a satanic assignment. That will not be our portion. It's very important for us as children that God have created in this life to, first of all, we must learn to apply this law. And one thing I find out that most of this law we are talking about is not taught in school.
That's right.
It's not. You see an accountant that is broke. You see a lecturer that is poor. You see a professor that cannot profess even to pay his children's school fees. What happened? Yes.
What happened?
No, it is not. The reason is that they've been looking at the area of just information and not applying
and acquiring experiences.
Yes, yes. Because you need to. If listen to me, no matter how smart you are, if your smart is just to sit on a rocky chair, you'll be sweating, but no progress. Yeah, your smartness.
Just on one spot, yes.
Everybody says, this man is very busy. This man, you just be on one, you'll be sweating. Anybody that says, oh, this man, oh, what a smart man, you'll be sweating. Smart, you'll be have smart sweat. But if you apply yourself,
you will move forward.
You move. And listen to me, you must make it a deliberate decision.
Yes, deliberate.
Having a law. Read that place again.
Okay.
My 17.
Okay, 17. Okay, so it says this law states that the successful individuals think long term.
Yes.
You say they plan and think not only for today, but also for days yet to come.
And if you continue the other
and
one,
say, and if you want to accumulate wealth,
yes,
stop thinking short term.
Yes.
Start thinking long term right away from today.
Start thinking long term.
Yes.
You take barrel and paper.
Yes.
I'm earning 50,000. Okay, what can I do? My transportation is this. This is this. I will save this.
Yes.
After some time, you invest what you have saved.
Yes, what you have saved.
You were talking about buying land.
Land, yes.
You talk about investing into areas that can yield. You can even invest in business.
In business, yes.
Now, when you invest in those business, you monitor it. And listen to me, another thing that you must learn to do in long term, never invest in a business you don't understand. It's very important. Don't put your money where you don't understand. Especially as husband and wife, if you as a man, you have that understanding, your wife have another understanding, because it's your wife. Invest in that understanding that your wife has. Ask her to manage it and require accountability. Yeah, you have to, because you see, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Request for accountability. He must come back and give you details.
How did I spend? How did
you go? Yes. Don't say I love you. Listen to me. Love is okay. But without accountability, love is frustrated.
It will go sour.
It's like a car that has that without fuel, very fine car. You can't go anywhere. Accountability is the fuel of love.
Wow.
Yes. If you want love to work, be accountable. Yeah. If there's no accountability, you can love a thing and kill it. A lot of people have loved that person before the person has it. They call it love. They kill what they love. You can actually kill what you love. Love is not enough. It's a starter, but it cannot sustain it. If you want to sustain love, accountability, responsibility, knowability, knowledgeability, applicability. If you don't apply, you'll be strandability. And those are strong words. So you need to understand, and at the end of the day, you think long term. And if you actually call your husband, call your wife, and both of you actually sit down and begin to hold the meeting, take barrel and paper. I remember many years ago.
Yes, sir.
When I get this, there was time I was earning 40,000. When I get this 40,000, I called my wife. You see us holding meeting. You think that we are
Meeting.
board
Executive
meeting.
meeting.
Executive. This executive. Two of us, if you take banner paper, you say, okay, we have the 40,000.
Yes.
This one go for feeding.
Yes.
This one for transportation.
Yes.
This one for your hair. This one for my own. This that.
Yes.
Then this other one. Then this other one. Then this one goes to this place. It's going to a city of no return, a place of destiny. You can't. Nothing touches.
Nothing touches it.
Nothing. That one goes
saving.
there.
Yes.
That's saving.
Wow.
That's saving. I remember one time, me and my wife were saving money. This time I'm talking about is over nearly 20 years ago. We were saving, and this saving have got it to 80,000.
Wow, that was a long period.
Yeah, long period of time. We are saved. You know, on that fateful day I traveled.
Yeah.
I heard that the dad was sick.
Yeah.
I got to the hospital. They were looking for money, and the money we were looking for was just that.
Just looking at
Just
you,
looking
that
at
account.
that. I look at the money and I said, I better I got home. I told my wife transfer the money to them, and that was how that man, you know, was treated and all. Yes, I was happy because that service saved a life.
Yes, saved a life. It's not only saved a life, it saved you shame of going to ask and borrow.
No, you see, that is one thing. No. Borrow, borrow. No. You can only borrow to make progress.
Yes.
You borrow
to
you know, I always tell people, if you want to borrow money, borrow the money that your bank, if bank know you have it, they will come with air ambulance. That's the kind of borrow that is good. Bank.
Yes.
They will come with
they
air
will protect
ambulance.
you. Yeah.
They will be asking
They will
because
protect
you must not die.
Because the money must come
What are you
back.
talking about? They know that if this man die, a lot of things will die.
So they will protect you.
They will be the one goggling this headache on the left side. How many people are sick? The bank is the one.
They will finance
They will
you.
be financing. Don't go and borrow money that police will be pushing you. Come on, get out. Don't do that.
In other words, if you want to eat frog, eat a very fat
What are you
frog.
talking about? How can you go and borrow money? They are pushing you up and down. You are rolling up and down. No. Borrow that the one that if they hear it, the bank
Everybody
will
be concerned.
Everybody will concern. No, you must not die. You. Not because they love you, because you matter in this matter of life. So it's very important that
Very important.
that if we really want to succeed, we
Yes.
should think long term.
Long
Long term
term.
thinking,
Yes.
long term planning, long term with your business,
Yes.
long term with your finance.
Yes.
You are working right now. Where are you going? That's why you brought in this dimension of family, and
Family,
it's
yes.
making me to come back. Now that is why I always tell a young girl, when a man tells you I love you, don't tell the man I love you too. Always ask the man,
Where are we
are we going? Because it's a journey.
It's a journey.
It's a lifetime journey. Long
And it's a
term.
very long one.
What are you talking about?
Very long
How
one.
can a man tell you I love you, say the man I love you too? For what? It's only in African magic that you have that kind of thing. In real life, it does not happen. Can you say you love me, say I love you too, and so what? No.
Where are we going?
Where are
to?
we going? This love, because it's a journey.
Yeah, it's a journey.
It's not statics.
Yes.
Where are we? This love, where are we?
It's not a merry-go-round.
No, it's not.
thing.
It's not.
You have a destination.
There's
you
a
have vision. Yes.
destination. There are
Yes,
life involved.
yes.
Where are we going? Then the man will not tell you and begin to tell you long term.
Long term.
And when you are talking, you can actually have a relationship that does not involve sex.
Wow.
A lot of us miss it
Wow.
when we put sex. I have girlfriends that I grew up with. We've been together for the past 40 years. Never see their pants. Wow. We don't have issues. We are friends. We stay in the same place. We do the same thing. Till today, we still relate and talk.
Term, yes.
You want to, because let me tell you, if you are not planning long term, you just enter into sex, sex blind you. Sex makes sure that you won't see nothing. And after you marry, it will kill your marriage at the end of the day. Because the sex is for a lifetime. Where are we going? Drop it aside. Then move and ask. Long term. Be long term in your relationship.
Yes.
The long term in your finance.
In your finances.
Be long term. This money that is coming. Don't have that erroneous belief that money is made for spending. No. Money is not just for spending. Money is made to be invested. Money can
Money
be
is supposed to
money.
bring, yes. Money is supposed to work for you and bring, yes.
Work for,
and
and you
yes.
grow it.
You grow it.
You grow in business, in what? Because if you don't have that kind of mentality, and you have the mentality of don't worry, let it finish. Tomorrow God will provide. Listen to me. A farmer that eats his seed will go and work in another man's farm.
That's right.
A farmer that eats his seed will go and be a laborer in another man's farm. Don't eat your seed. When you eat what your seed produces and go back and sow that seed.
That's right.
Because if you don't, you will be under tribulation constantly in your life.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's run through to the next one.
Yeah.
And this one says the law of accelerating acceleration. Don't be scared. The grammar is very heavy, but it's simplified. This law states that the moment you break the chain of poverty and money starts pumping in, more money will flow. What we're saying is that just open. Yeah, that is a tap of prosperity. That is a tap of wealth. Just try and open it. Once you turn on the tap, the thing begins to flow and flow and flow and flow and flow. So what we're saying, take the bold step and break that chain of poverty. Break that cycle of poverty. This law states that the real stress is to get out of the poverty circle. And that's why we're here. We are pushing you. We want to shoot you as I mean like a catapult will fire a stone into your destiny of becoming, what God has proposed you to be. That millionaire, that billionaire, that prosperous person, that successful man and woman. All right. So once you do that, more money will begin to come in
your way
steadily. It will begin to flow. It will begin to flow. It will begin to flow. So what are we saying? We're saying that, are you poor today? Please be determined to break that chain. Be determined to break that chain.
Yeah.
Be the different person. All right. If they are counting people in your family and they say, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nothing, you stand out. That's what he was saying. He say, if you don't understand things very well, then you will not stand out. All right.
Yeah.
So try and break that chain through knowledge, through desire. Just do something and break the chain. We are saying, turn on the tap of prosperity.
Yeah.
What is your take on this?
That is the truth. If you don't turn on the tap, then it will not flow. The truth of it, breaking poverty, you have to do with a lot of poverty is a mindset. If you like, you see, a dog is not a dog because he barks. A dog is a dog by nature.
Yes.
So a poverty is a mindset, and that nature needs to be broken. And if you break that, anything you do will prosper.
Yes.
A lot of people think that prosperity is because you are not riding a car. No, I always say in this program that life, I say success is a progressive realization of what I go. I use this station as an example. This TSTV you see that is so large all over the world today started in a room.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was in a room.
Wow.
Literally just one room with one table.
Wow.
We were there. And today, a lot of studios.
It's a global.
Yeah, everything has life. Everything can grow.
Yes.
Everything can grow. If you dare to apply yourself, to push, that is why if you go to any place you want to enter, you see that the door that want to open for you, the door will not just open for you. It is written on
its
that
own volition. Yes, they say push or pull. Yes.
They will ask you pull or push. Now, if you don't push, if you even go to labor room, a woman want to bring forth child. The only word you will see doctor. Let them be 10 doctors.
Push.
All of them will be singing one song. Push. So it's in your hand. It's in your hand. It's in your hand. So the truth of it is that break that poverty mentality. Break that poverty circle. Break it. There's a book that I have written. It's written, I fight poverty. I walk. Be committed to what you are doing. If you are committed to your work, you will walk your walk and talk your walk.
That's right.
And you find out that tomorrow, everybody is known by what he produces. Be known for something. I want to ask you today, what are you known for? Which work that you are doing that somebody can refer to? So, okay. And you want to see so and so. That's the man's work.
That's the man's work.
What work are you doing? What do people know you to be? What can you do? What are you doing? How have you been doing it? Are you meeting needs? Or are you solving problems? Or you are creating problems? Now, if you solve problems, people will remember you for the problem you solve. If you create problem, people will also remember you for the problem you create. And if you want to break this cycle of poverty, you have to learn a skill. Educate yourself. Learn a skill. Educate yourself. Education is something that you need to grow. You develop it. You take time to read. You take time to study. Study to show yourself approved. A workman that need not to be ashamed. Rightly dividing the word of truth. The life of truth. The life of destiny.
Yes.
Study. Poverty is a mindset. A poor man thinks that everybody hates him. A poor man thinks that if he trek, it's because he's poor.
Yes, because he's poor.
And now you see a rich man, when he trek, he said he's jogging.
Can you imagine?
He said, I'm taking a stroll.
You see the mindset?
Now, it's mindset.
Wow.
You see,
That's a big one.
You see a rich, a man that is rich is trekking long distance. So he said, I'm just taking a stroll.
And you know that stroll is exercise,
Yes.
which is profit.
It's profit.
You see, the rich man is always thinking profit.
It's
Whatever
profit.
he does is profit,
Anything
profit,
is
profit.
thinking, that have to be profit.
Wow.
He's thinking when he sees a friend, he sees a friend, profit. He's profiting that friend.
Yes.
He sees it that this friend is a connection.
Yes.
That they have this friend. It's connection to him.
Network.
But the poor man, he sees it as networking.
Networking
But the
to
poor man
prosperity.
sees friends as people that laugh at
They
him.
laugh at him.
He
Yes.
doesn't see network. What does he see? He see problem. He see, oh, they will not tell them that they see me trekking. You know?
Can you imagine?
Yeah, he begin to think that about. You see, a rich man, because he's rich, he think networking.
Yes.
But the poor man think that, oh, they will laugh at me. A poor man think that everybody owe him something. That's how a poor man think.
Wow.
See, nobody owe you.
Nobody
nothing.
owes you anything.
Nobody. Even I used to call my mother of a blessed memory. I love my mom. It taught me a lot of things. Do you know, I used to call my mother sometimes. I say, thank you for not aborting me.
Hey,
I will
wow.
call her and say, Mommy,
Wow.
say, I said, how are you doing? I say, Mommy, I just remember. I say, what? I say, thank you, you didn't commit abortion. Guy, I've seen a lot of women commit abortion. If you have committed abortion, I have no reason to be here. That if your father did not pay you school, he did not pay your school fees, it's no problem. Now that you are here, it's okay. Pick yourself, be responsible, take up the challenge, start doing something. Oh, my uncle did not help me. And that's okay. But now that you recognize that you need help,
yes.
what are
Go
you
ahead
doing
and
to help
take help,
yourself?
yes,
Oh,
from the
nobody
government.
put me in school. No problem. Now, school yourself. Yes, enroll yourself.
Enroll
Get
yourself.
a book.
Yes.
Begin to stammer and read. Ask your children to teach you.
I told you I just had to walk into a classroom and say,
Oh,
I want to come
learn.
to this class.
Now, if you have stayed there and begin to cry,
I would have become
I didn't see my mother. I didn't see my mother. My uncle is not cooling me. Your uncle cannot cool you. You take responsibility.
Take responsibility.
Now, there are reasons for you not to do the thing you need to do. That is why we always say in this program, excuse is the currency that the poor man has. Making excuses. Oh, the economy is bad. Oh, you don't know the president. No matter how you live your life, if you are not doing anything, there is no legislature that the legislator will legislate that will make them send money to your account.
To you directly.
If you receive a alert mistakenly, don't return, the police will arrest you. You have to do something with your life. So you just have to make up your mind.
Right.
Apply yourself. Do something with yourself. Before you know it, you will be there. Stop complaining. Start complying. Stop complaining.
Wow, I like
start
that.
complying.
Start complying.
Stop making excuses. Start applying yourself. Listen to me. If you do that, you just tell you. Now, listen. When you acceptance is the first decision that comes with change.
That's what. Accept.
Yes.
Accept yourself.
Yeah, accept for
and
how
say
you
that,
are.
yes,
For who
yes,
you
for
are.
who you are.
Stop
Right?
trying to
Stop
be
trying
like
to be another
somebody.
person. Yes.
No, be yourself.
Yes.
Just be yourself.
You are blessed.
Yeah, you are.
You are
You
blessed.
are the origin. Let me tell you, no matter how, whether you like me, you don't like me, you can never see me anywhere.
That's right.
You have to see me when you see me. And if you know me, you just know me. If you don't know me, so help you. So the truth of it is that nobody's like you. You are original. You are not a photocopy.
Original,
Nobody have the same fingerprint.
Oh,
Nobody.
that's right.
Somebody can resemble you, no problem.
Yeah.
But that's not you.
That's not you.
If it's not you, it can't
It's
be
not
you.
you, yes.
So you just have to. You know, we are all unique.
Very unique.
We are all unique. God didn't make me. God did not use the same mold.
Importantly
He
unique.
did
yes.
not use the
The
same mold for
Eh,
all
eh,
the
God.
8 billion people that is alive today. He didn't use the same mold.
Wow.
Every one of us. Look at
God is so
he does
powerful.
not repeat himself. He has never done anything
Twice,
repeating
every
himself.
year,
And one thing I found out about him, he produces everything in raw material.
Wow.
He now give it to you for a lifetime for you to
refine
this
it
material
and
so
begin
that
to
you
get
can be so
moving
that
forward, yes.
your aroma, your perfume, your delivery will attract somebody else that will make that person also want to identify with you. And in identifying with you, there is a rub-off. You know, there is saying that a man that has this does not have this. That is why the other man is important to the other person.
That's right. So all of us are like this. There is a balance. what you have I may not
I
have,
don't
and what
have.
I have you may not have.
Yes.
But if you give me what you have and I give you what I have, then
Yeah,
there's a balance.
There's a balance.
There's a balance.
I like what you have,
Yes.
and you need what I
What I
have.
have,
I
yes.
give you what I have, and I collect what you have, and you that doesn't have now have, and I have, and both of us have. So have not.
Everybody's
have no
happy
place.
and we're
Everybody,
moving together.
Everybody's happy. So it's very important. Whether you are in a relationship, it's very important for you to think long term. Whether you are married, it's very important for you to think long term. Whether you are in a business, you know, a lot of people when they are working in an organization, they don't think future with that organization. You know, I don't want to. He didn't pay me for Harvard, so I will not call the name of the company. But it's a big company in Nigeria today. Do you know how that man became somebody that owned that company? He was just a driver, driving from somewhere in the south and driving to the east to buy tomatoes. And it was just the company was there, and the man was just there. After some years working in that place, the owner of the place now said, okay, I don't want to do this business again. And the man, one of the transport officer there, now said, okay, I need one of the vehicle. I want to continue. Please, can you? The man said, no problem. Because I believe
was it
that.
transport company?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that it was the way he was serving. Then the man now gave him the opportunity. The man took one of the vehicles and started traveling, buying things and be selling. Before you know it, he took another one.
Wow.
Today, it's a very big company. They are into hospitality. They have one of the best transport service. They now sell vehicles. Within years.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. Now, sometimes, you know, a lot of times when people, let me tell you, nobody's working for anybody. Anywhere you walk, I want to tell you,
yourself.
You are working for yourself. If you like, you can lie down like lizard, don't go anywhere. You are the one that will suffer it. You are not working for anybody.
You're working for
Now,
yourself.
that work that you are doing, if that person has started that work, is giving you an opportunity. Yes. Because you will never have that opportunity on your own. Now, because as you are serving that in that place, as you are learning and applying yourself in that place, you are actually building your skills. You are building your nobility.
Knowledge.
You are building
technical
your
know-how.
everything. You are using that. And if you make mistake, the person is able to cover for your mistake.
Yes.
But you don't have what it takes. And if you start, you make a mistake, that will be the end of your business. Now, that opportunity you have, use it well. Whatever your hand findeth to do, do it well. Because it's a well done job that you get a well done for.
That's right.
And yeah, if you do a job well done, then you get
well
it well done.
Yes.
And if because it's well done, you get a well done. And when you get a well done, and you can get a well pocket too. When your pocket is well, then
you can get full pocket.
You'll be smiling. It's very important that whatever you are doing today, handle it very well. Yes. Don't think that, oh, you are doing it for somebody. That is why people that serve the eye always die after the closing of the eye.
Wow.
Yeah, they die after the closing. I don't believe in eye service. I don't do eye service. I don't do
because someday the eyes will close.
What are you calling it? When the eye closes, you close. I don't do eye service. And everybody have the potential. Once you begin to dedicate yourself to whatever you are doing, even the security man hold your recommendation.
That's right.
Yeah. You hold your recommendation. You are looking for people that come to work early. You see how when they are looking for, say, who is happening? Say, oh, guy, this man always come. It's not reporting you. It's just saying the way it is. Hey, this is the one that always come. You see? So that is why it's very important. Everybody knows.
The security man has your recommendation.
Has your recommendation.
Because he's watching you.
That driver has your recommendation. That everybody hold your recommendation. And you don't know who will recommend you on that day. So relate well. Plan, have long term. Your relationship long term. Your business transaction long term. Don't just be, if you are a follower today, a good follower is a good leader. Think long term. Are you serving? Are you a politician? Have long term, because when you leave that office, we are waiting for you outside. The other day, you might be the one that will be queuing, and nobody will want to stop you. You'll be surprised.
Yeah,
nobody,
because of the work you've done.
Because of what you have done. If you have done well, the moment you can say, everybody
will just give you.
Because why?
Yes.
During the course of last week, I traveled. I went to a place. I got to this community somewhere in Edo State, in a village. All the roads are tied. All the roads are tied with gutter. Wow. So I was wondering, I said, even in the city center, we don't have this kind of. Then I now find out who was the person. Oh, the person was one time in government. Wow. And while he was there, look at what he did for his people. You know, the people right now, even the man that carried me in the going that I enter, the man was giving you lecture about the man.
See?
He did not just tie the rope. Some of us, you are in office, your impact is not being fair. And you now think, when you now finish, you think you are very important. No, you are not important, because why? Your important is in your impact, not in your agbada.
Yes.
It's not in your suit. It's not in your step you take. Your important is in your impact. If you are not impactful, you are not important.
Wow.
So if you want to have importance, then show us your impact. I want to thank you for always tuning to this program. Long-term planning, long-term thinking, whether relationship, whether you are having children, in the life of your children, school, think long-term. Because the child you give attention to today, that child will give you direction. He will give you direction in the future.
When somebody gets old,
he will give you direction.
Hold your hand.
He will give you direction in the future. So if you want a good direction in your future, so you will stumble and wobble and break your waist, you have to give attention so that you can get direction in the future. Until we see you again in our next edition, this is Simon and Samantha with my own brother Callistus, and we just enjoy ourselves and say, we love you. You can make it. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. God bless you.